Welcome back to our stream. As you can see here, I am just flattening out this area here. I am in creative right now so that I can do a footprint build, so that I know what I'm doing in my survival world when I get to that. Yeah, should be fun. Sorry, just give me a second. Okay. Here we go. This is just very tedious for now, I guess. Okay. So close. There we go. It's gonna be fairly large. We are building a castle, so I want to take pretty much flatten this area here. I think I'll flatten a bit over here, and then I'll get started on working on it, because that should be flat enough then once we have all the smaller sections cut off. I am still a little bit sick currently, so that's why my voice is a bit whack, but it should be good for next week's stream. Today I'm mostly hoping to just get started and to get started on building this, get started on the footprint of it. I don't really have much of a plan. I have a small minor plan, but it's not a large plan. It's not a very good plan. It's not very well drawn, and I don't know what it's gonna look like, so I'm gonna take what I've drawn out which is just a couple lines just doing the basic shape of what I want to do. I'm going to take that and I'm going to see what looks nice, what shapes look nice together, because you know, castles generally have one. That's what this really is. It's to test the shapes, to see how it's going to look. Castles generally have, like, you know, like one, or like a wall around it, and then a bunch of buildings inside of it that are, and then, you know, like one main building, but with lots of different shapes in it, like towers and stuff. So really that's just what today is, just to see what's gonna look nice together. And then next week we'll either finish up the blueprint of today, or we will get started terraforming in the survival world. Yeah. There we go. I think that one's pretty good. Let's just get... I think that's pretty good. You know, I'll chop this this little bit here off, and then I'll get started on shapes. Go away. There we go. There are so many animals here right now, and I have no idea why. Okay, so we've got a pretty big space here. I am going to grab some wool here, just concrete. I'm gonna grab some concrete just to start, some different colors just to start laying down some shapes. Yeah. Okay, that should be enough variety. I really want to show that there's like all sorts of different rooms and such with this, so I guess we'll just get started with the wall. So the general shape that I'm going for is a, see, I got a bit of a diagonal going here. It's gonna be along here, this is like the short side, then it's gonna do a diagonal out. It's gonna be a bit of a wonky hexagon. And then it's gonna go all the way over here. This is the long side, then it'll copy that little bit there with the diagonal and the straight, and I'll do the same diagonal on the other side. And it'll, yeah, the wall will be pretty symmetrical. And yeah, I'm hoping to have a lot of buildings coming off of it, a lot of buildings close to the wall, a lot of buildings not close to the wall. Yeah. This is for a project, so I am hoping to have, yeah, a lot of spaces that'll be useful for that, which will mean a lot of different spaces. Yeah. Okay, I kind of want it to be about twice as long as that there. And this purple line here is really not meant to be like, the wall is not going to be purple. It's really just to be able to highlight the shapes and colors where you can really just see the shapes. I think I'll go until I make it to that little hill there, then I'll start on the diagonal. I probably should have terraformed a little bit farther, but I was keen to get started. Well, that's pretty over there. This is kind of, this little mountain here is kind of reminiscent of what I want it to look like, with the floating tower sort of thing, and this, like, the curve of the big tower there, and then like a diagonal leading up here. It's kind of reminiscent of what I am wanting to go for, but yeah. Let me see something for a second here. It would appear my source got a bit screwed up. My scene. And you couldn't see any of what I was just doing, could you? Well, that's no good. Let me just fix that here. There we go. Well then. That's just great. Because you couldn't see what I just did, I will go over it briefly, because that's great. Okay, so I'm making a castle today, and I am currently just laying down the wool. I did a bit of terraforming at the beginning just to get rid of some trees and some really weird hills. Right now I'm setting down concrete powder to mark out kind of the shapes of what I want to do. I'm in a creative world currently just because I want to build it first to get a general idea of how it's going to look, and then I will later do it in my survival world. And I think I'm going to go start going diagonal again to match things. Ooh, that's really cool. I also really like Mexican food. 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, I love tacos. My dad makes a mean taco. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I really like building. It's my favorite. I'm really bad at killing things. So I've never killed the Ender Dragon before. Yeah, a lot of people really like yeah. I just like building things and then telling stories with them, I guess. How far? Just gonna double check. I'm also just really bad at finding diamonds and just Minecraft in general, I guess. I think I am going to make this a little bit wider in this direction here. Because it's a bit long and it's going to be really skinny currently, it looks like, so not too far bigger, just a little bit. That's probably good. I am just currently checking, making sure that it's symmetrical on both sides so that it's all good. Oh, I guessed the line perfectly. Wonderful. Okay. I do not currently, but I am planning on setting one up very soon. Yeah, it's on the list of things to do. Yeah, I do have a personal Discord. Yeah. Okay. I will. And then I'll send you it once I have the server up. I'll send you an invite, and then you can come say hi. Yeah. Okay. I am just checking how even it is currently. I am. I'm not too sure if that's even. 1 second. I'm normally so good at making sure things are even. Whoops. I think when I do this, I'll just make a rectangle and then add the corners after the next time I do this, because that's not even. Well, that's annoying. I probably should have triple checked or something. Okay. And now I'm gonna go ahead and double check that it is this here is in fact in line with the other side too, because I have a feeling it also might not be. this. This is... Okay, it was almost right. It was one off. That's fine. And I'm also going to check both of these because I may have messed them up too, to be honest. I didn't. Wonderful. That's great. At least that one's good. I need to get some music going next time, man. Because we could do with some. I don't know why Minecraft music isn't playing anything. It's fine. It's good enough. I've decided that that is fine. And next time, I know to just make a rectangle and take the corners off. Okay. We are going to say that this here is the front, which means I am actually going to have it come off a little bit, down like that, so that I can have a bit of a double, yeah, let's do both. So I can have a bit of a double, like a bit of a, like an airlock or something type thing. So with a, like, it's like a mini courtyard, and there's going to be like 2 gatehouses. And yeah, it'll be good. I want it to be big enough that the walls around this part are walls, like, and not 1 block thick. You can walk on top of them. But I don't want it to be like a massive thing. So I think we're gonna maybe leave it like that. And go over. We'll do the same thing on this side here. I would add music, but I need to look up how to do that, really. Okay, I think that turned out to be a pretty decent size there, and then we'll have let's find the middle here. $13, $14, $15, $16, $17, $18, $19, $20, $21, $22, $23, $24, $25, $26, $27, $28, $29, $30, $31, $32, $33, $34, $35, $36, $37, $38, $39, $50, $51, $52, $53, $54, $55, $56, $57, $58, $59, $70, $71. It's not a 2-block center, let's go! Okay, so half of 70 is 35, so if I count to 36, I'll hit the middle. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. That should be the center there. That is not the center. Did I count incorrectly? How did I do that? 1 second. Today is not my day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. How did I get 71 the first time? Oh my goodness. That is... Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and that should be the middle there. For real this time. Okay, that's looking much better. How did I do that? My goodness. Okay. How wide do I want this to be? Not super wide. Probably a 5-block, no, 7-block entryway, because it's gonna be a big gate. And then I'll have a, 7-block entryway, and I'll want a bit of wall. So let's say a lot of this, I guess. No, not a big wall. A little wall. Let's say 10 blocks in either direction. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wonderful. Great. And it won't be too thick, it's just really like a gate. Or too much thicker than the wall itself. Which I suppose I should put the wall down for its thickness so I know how thick to make the entrance. 5, 6. I think that's pretty good. Yes, I do just sing like this a lot. How wide did I get this? 6, 4, 5, 6. I always forget that you can't place on top of files. Okay. Now that I have that sectioned off, I can do the gatehouse. What other creators do you like? Just in general. I'm trying to get like the vibe of the community that I'm what kinds of stuff I want to do, you know? Because like I have a pretty good idea, but I also want to know what kinds of stuff you guys like. I think I'll just make it 3 instead of 5. Because it has all of the width from the wall and the bit in the front. So I don't want it to be like a giant square thing. I want it to be pretty rectangular, I guess. Just like a little add-on to the wall, a little detail, I suppose. It's not even the main gatehouse, really. It's just the first one. The main gatehouse is there. Yep, I think I'll make the front skinnier as well. I think that's looking a bit better. I really just want it to be, yeah, only a little bit further away from the wall, just a detail. Truly. So, let's go right ahead, and we are going to make the thickness, see how thick the interior is going to be, the interior wall. I think I made that one 6, so I think I'll make the other one 6 as well, just for evenness. Yeah, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And then the diagonals will be tricky because they're diagonals. Yes, I do know that I missed one there. I just haven't gone back yet. Okay. Really, I want this, to look right. I'm not sure what's going to look right with the diagonals, so we're going to have to give it a couple of tries, really. And then I think if I remove, maybe I remove 2 here, and then I go like this. Is that gonna look right? Yeah, I think that's gonna look right there. Yeah, that looks good. And then if I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, I did it perfectly. And here's to hoping that I don't mess it up like I did when I counted to 71 instead of 51, because how do you even do that? How did I swear, I'm gonna watch this back and I'm gonna be like, when I'm editing this into a video, and I'm gonna be like, how did I do that? My goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, here. That's when I will stop. I have done something wrong. I have a feeling that I know what. Every time the flowers, man. There we go. Kind of looks like a football stadium or something. Whoops. You know, it might look better if the purple walls are a bit bigger, but I won't know for sure until I have the middle bits in, because here the blue wall is smaller, right? So that means that thicker walls are going to look even thicker. And here, because it's massive, the same size of wall is going to look smaller on this. So to make it look the same, I might have to make these walls thicker than these walls. But then again, this also has this in already. So that might be affecting it. That might be making it look like it's smaller because that's taking up room. So when I put buildings in here, all in here, I'm going to have like a courtyard here, but when I put buildings in, it might make it look like the wall is the same size because it's going to be a bit busier. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I'm not an artist. I just have art friends, really. And I like making things that look good. But I'm by no means an artist, so I don't know if anything I say is gonna ever make sense. But okay, I've done this too far. Go. Oh my god. Oh my god, you bumped me and now I have to go again because I don't know if I'm in the right one anymore. Here, I'll fly this time. I have to still be able to see that the block borders. That's why I'm not super high up, because I want to make sure that I'm in the right line still. Because when I'm not, apparently, I count to 50, 71 instead of 51. I can't get over that, man. Like, how did I manage to do that? I hope I counted to the right thing. I have a feeling I didn't, though. I didn't count to the right thing, because I am not smart sometimes. Okay. I think this is going pretty well. You know, I tried it, and it didn't work. so. No, I don't like the front end comparison to it. It looks like it's too big. So you know what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to bring this in. And so I also have to fix the first gatehouse. And then I think if I make that the outer side of the wall, that'll be like the perfect amount. And I think I will make these walls a bit thinner, maybe 4 wide instead of 6 in the inside of them. Just so that it will look right, so that it scales properly. Yes, unfortunately I have made the walls, the width of the walls, the distance that I like is unfortunately a 2-block center. So that might have to change when I do the real one of these. Because I don't like 2-block centers, but it's just the walls issue. Hopefully from above that the wall should look right. I'll fix the pink in a minute. But they should scale together properly now. Yeah, that looks better. I think that looks better. Yeah. Let's do the cloud. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. Let's fix the pink. See, I remembered the flower that time. I am improving. Now this might be too wide because the outside has shrunk, so it might look too wide, but I think it should be better. Oh, that's beautiful. I like that. I like that distance there, it's fine. Better than fine, really. It's pretty perfect, in my opinion. does that look together? There we go. There we go, that's right. Now I am going to put in here, there's going to be the main gate. It's not going to have a separate house on the outside. However, it is going to go a little bit on the inside. And it's going to be a little bit bigger. Got it perfect. Now, I think it needs to, I think it needs to line up with the outer part of the wall, and it needs to be a bit further back. I just picked a random number for how far away it is. There's no counting this time just because I'm not really sure. What I want and what's going to look good. See how that looks now. Yeah, I think that's better. Do you see what I mean from this angle where it looks like the this, even though it looks like it's the same size as this, even though this is a couple blocks smaller than the distance between these two? Like, it fits now. Before it looked too big and chunky, but it fits now. But now that we're talking about big and chunky, I am wondering if this is too far back. It might need to be somewhere in the happy middle. Because I don't want it to look like a very wide thing, I just want it to be not very wide. Like a slim rectangle. How is that? Now, I think that's looking pretty much, I think that's looking better there. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's there. I think that's good. I am going to add a couple, I want to have something here, like maybe a tower, a small one, big enough that it takes up some room, or I could have kind of like this go like that, and then have like a building, or have a building that goes, that's got a diagonal in it. Or I could also do something, and then and then I want to do something similar over here. The idea is to have lots of houses that are growing in shape as we get further and further over, until finally we've got the big one here, which will be at the back. I kind of want to have a courtyard here. It might attach to the guardhouse, so it might be like that, actually. But yeah, those are the general plans for right now. I think it will be good. For now, I'm going to put down some green for the courtyard because it looks like grass, and it's going to be the one that stands out the least. So I think have the courtyard be maybe the same, like, you know, I might include, no, I'm gonna put a house here, I think, or like not a house, but like a maybe barracks or something. I want to have them kind of close to the gate because that would make sense to me. It's really gonna be, yeah. I do want to do like full exterior, or it could be like a pen or something. There's lots of things it could be, really. Seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. I think I do one more and then I go. Yeah, I think I'll have like a little animal pen here, or a chicken coop. It'll be a chicken coop, and then I'll have the guardhouse on the other side. No, I think I'll have sheep on the other side, or some other animal, because it's just a small space, and I don't want, or stables. I could have stables on the other side. I feel like this would be good for a chicken coop, and on the other side I'll have stables, and this could be like a room with like storage or armor or something like that. So that it's super quick. If you know what I mean, to ride off into battle or something. I don't know. Perfect. Now I'm still deciding, when I move this into my survival world, I'm still deciding whether or not I use the mod that acts kind of like a blueprint. Because on one hand, I could do that, and on the other hand, I could not do that. And I could improve upon the shapes and stuff as I'm building it. But I guess it'll really come down to how this turns out. If I'm super duper happy with all of the shapes when I'm done, then I guess that'll be one thing, and if not, then that will be another. This one will continue a little bit. Or it won't. No, this will be a pen too. I'll put something in it. Just think it would be nice, you know, having like a little marketplace style top over top of it, and then like having the posts come down and the gates, and I think it'll look nice. Just this little pen thing. Now the rest of the space, I kind of want to have a building come off like that. I don't want it to be extremely in line with the this one, but I don't want it to come off come out too far, so maybe like that or something. And then I'll have the side of the pen be the side of the building. Do you think that would look nice? You know, it's kind of a little hard to tell. I guess I'll just see what looks good as I'm going. I'm just trying to simplify this shape a little bit so that it's not too pointy or too much of a difference to go transition in, but I don't really see it happening. So let's just keep going. I think it needs to be a little further out. Needs more shapes, I think. Maybe having something like that where it's a bit more of like a turned shape. But I think that's too much of a turn. I think I need a bit less of a turn. So yeah. Yeah, I like that. And then I could have like, you know, this could be a pretty big building that could be split off into multiple things, I think, and kind of like there. It could have like barracks, kind of closer to the gate, kind of like here. And then the next bit could be like a kitchen or something, but I might want to have that in the big build back here. I'll have to look up what kinds of But that also might be too big too far, because I do want to have lots of different shapes, so I might have to move it in a little bit so that there's more space to have lots of little different things. So I might try something like this instead. This curve here. How's that curve looking? I think that's good. I think that's better. Now it can be much smaller. One second, my chat that I have up here is frozen. Is the stream frozen on your end? I hope not. I really hope not. No, it's just my phone. I hope. Please just be my phone. It's just my phone. Wonderful. Great, great. Okay. I was a little bit nervous there for a second. Because I was worried that none of that past while has streamed. It does mean that I had to reload, so if you said anything in chat, I did not see it. I can look here though. It has. Oh, there are people. Yeah. I cannot do a flip. I am doing good. I am on Java, yeah. Okay. I don't have a second monitor, so currently the setup is I have a separate device with the stream open, which means sometimes that device, to look at chat, which means sometimes that device is bad at existing and freezes. And then I miss parts of chat, which apparently it did. So I'm very sorry about that. Yeah. You can follow me on Instagram. I suppose I should. I put like updates there when I'm posting and stuff. I think this is a pretty good shape. I put updates of when I'm streaming there and hopefully some clips. I think I'll probably have to clip the I'll have to edit the grab the bit where I miscounted and put it and post that, because that was spectacular. But yeah, it's currently it's fly dove instead of fly by dove, because I need to wait another week because I had it on a different account, but now I've got to wait another week for it to have the username open so that I can have it on my public account instead, so that it matches. But it will eventually be fly by dove if you wait like a little bit, like a month or whatever. I don't know. I only did it yesterday, so it's gonna be. I only made the account yesterday, so it's a couple days ago, so it's gonna be a little while before it matches, but it will be eventually. I'm gonna say there's probably about 20 minutes left in the stream before I say goodbye, because it is Mother's Day, and I do have to say stuff to my mom, as you do when it's Mother's Day. Yeah, I like that shape there. Let's see. On this side, I think I will have a building that is the same width come off. And this will be a relatively small building. This will probably be like an armory or something. I'll probably put, I think I'm gonna put some armor stands, holding some armor stands and swords and stuff. Yeah. Does that just be longer? No, I think it's good. You know, now that I've got these types of shapes, this is just what I really want. I don't really like this shape anymore, so I think I'm going to cut it a little bit, change it up just a tad. I don't think I'll have it be this wide, but I think it will still come out a little bit. And I think it'll still be the same length, but I might make it a bit less long. Depends how it looks once I am there. Yes, I am prone to getting the Indiana Jones theme stuck in my head. If you decide to watch my content, it will be stuck in your head too. Potentially. You're welcome for that. I think it'll still be the barracks, I just think it'll be less curvy. So the general shapes are all very square, so that, and sharp angles, like the sharp diagonals, so that it can all flow together. I think I'll fix, when I do the towers, instead of having circular towers, I'll have octagonal towers instead. So that that means that there's octagon bases instead of circle bases, so that it still fits with the whole with having the sharp angles and the squares and the octagons, because it's got like an octagon base. Ooh, it's a no moon. This little bit here I still think is really pretty. It's kind of really what I want to like the general shape structure that this has, where it's like very in the forefront. It's kind of like got a diagonal coming up here, and then you've got some floating bits and stuff. So I might the overall castle might look something like that, where it's got like lots of shapes that are kind of building up together. But that might be an idea for a different build altogether. We will see. I do have in my in the survival world, which I will be porting this over into once I have a general idea of what I like once I'm done testing shapes and stuff. I mean, not porting it over. I will be building it again, just in survival. And I'm not sure when I do that in that world. I'm gonna need to do a lot of different builds. I'm gonna make, I'm gonna make the castle, which you see here, and then I'm also gonna make the entire little town that's the castle's kind of looking over. And then I'm also gonna make a bunch of other things. So stay tuned for that. I've got some plans for that world. I've got some stuff that I want to do with it that I think will be really cool. And I hope you guys think they're really cool too, because I'm really excited. You might meet some of my friends. I might bring some people. See who wants to do stuff with me, because it is a multiplayer server. But we will just have to see when the time comes for that, won't we? This is too long, I've decided, because I don't want it to take that far to get in that deep. I want it to have more than 2 buildings to get in deep. Okay, I think that's a bit better. I'm also going to make this a little bit shorter. I think I'll cut it off like right here. And bring it over to the wall. Yes, these colors do mean different things. So the purple is the outside wall, the light blue is the inside wall, the pink is the guardhouses. These are just, the yellow means it's going to have fences there. The orange is just the side buildings. And then once, the green will be the courtyard. And then once I get to the castle itself, I think that will be the pink and the red, like the dark, the magenta and the red. The red for the general shapes, the magenta for the details. Yeah. And then I think I'll have one that's slightly in here, a bit more out from that one, but slightly in here. That'll go kind of like there, and then that will be it for this side. And on this side I'll have maybe one more that comes a bit further out, and then a tower here. I think that'll be good. Super excited for this project. You can also check me out on YouTube by the same name, Fly by Dove. That needs to be a bit longer, I think. And I will be editing this stream and streams in general and putting them on there, as well as there will be some content that's not on Twitch, that's just on YouTube. If you want to know more about the build and the world, I guess, and my characters and my stories. would like to finish these here side buildings, and then I will get off. I think this one's going to be really tall, which is why I'm making it kind of long. But we shall see. I am figuring this out as we go, so I'm learning about my own build just as fast as you are, really. Figuring out, seeing how it's going to look really at the same time as you. And, yeah. This is still going to come out to, I think, here instead of where it was before, but it's still going to come out. It's going to come out. Okay, I will come back to that side at another time. For now, I'm just going to add my slightly larger building here. It's going to come out only about that far. I think that's probably good there. Okay. And I think that is good. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. I will come back to this next week. I will hopefully have a Discord by then. Check out the Instagram. Make sure to check out the Instagram channel, Instagram account by then to see, you know, when I'm streaming. I'll post a little story saying I'm live. Yeah. I will see you all next week. Have a good Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to any moms out there. And yeah, thank you for joining. Make sure to give me a follow if you feel so inclined. I'll see you next week.